Hello everyone, this is Nick from Ansar Computers making his debut on YouTube and Facebook for the first time. Some of you may have spoken to me on WhatsApp, Facebook Messenger, or even saw me on Shopee Live before. Yeah, that's me. So it seems like I'll be here to talk about some tech stuff or maybe answer some of the questions that you guys have when you all come to our place. Then after that, a lot of you ask us the same question. This series of videos, we don't have a name for it yet. If you have a suggestion, please feel free to comment down below. For today's episode, we have one most common question that we receive from a lot of our customers, and that is, bro, what to upgrade? So if you are someone like me, right, who bought a PC 2-3 years ago, right, then you probably have specs like this. Okay, now because COVID cannot travel anymore, then stay at home and play game and eat cup noodles. So you saved up quite a bit of money. Then you feel like, okay, maybe it's time to upgrade my PC. Right, so should you upgrade? What should you upgrade? Is it your processor? Is it your GPU? The purpose of today's video is by the end of it, we hope it will help you make a much better decision before you head out and make your upgrade. Alright, but before we continue, first we need to find out what games are popular these days in Singapore. So let's hit the streets to find out.
Hi.
You look like a gamer. Can I ask you what games do you play these days?
Genshin Impact and Valorant.
Okay. Thank you. Yes. So that's what I ask you, like, what games do you play these days?
Valorant and Genshin Impact.
Okay. Yeah, thank you. So what games do you play these days?
Valorant is the stuff right now.
Okay. So as you can see, based on our extensive research, we found out that these are the popular games that people play. Jokes aside, these are actually the actual games that we will be testing today. Okay, so why these games and not your usual Crysis Remaster, Red Dead Redemption 2, Assassin's Creed, all those kind of games? Mainly because of two reasons. First reason, there are many benchmark, in-depth technical reviews for all these games already, and they are honestly quite well done. You have a whole stash of this info to refer to on YouTube readily. The second and more important reason is we are doing this not just to replicate another tech review video, but to bring value to our audience, which is you, our customers. We choose to specifically play because these are the games that a lot of our customers come in and ask us about, oh, if you want to play this game, what specs should I get and what upgrades should I do? That's the whole purpose of doing this video. Basically, what we will do today is two main changes that you should take note of. First is changing a processor. Does it even make a difference for gaming? Then of course, there's the second one, which is changing your graphics card. You know that getting a better graphics card will get you more frames, right? The interesting thing today will be to compare the results for these two, and based on your different needs, like maybe when you play 1080p versus 1440p, you will realize that there is actually a difference for both scenarios. Okay, so let's dive in, shall we? Wow, such gaming, many amazed. So, after hundreds and thousands of hours of gaming, we finally put our hard work into some of these graphs that you will see for the next few seconds. As you can see from the graphs below, you will notice that actually changing your processor may not cause that much of a significant jump to your average FPS for general gaming, at least for the games that we tested. But one of the games that we tested actually benefited a lot from the switch in processor, which is Valorant, that you can see here. you can see that your average FPS actually jumps from 165 to 324. Moving on to 1440p, you'll realize that actually average FPS drops a bit because we are moving into a more demanding resolution right now. And the difference between some games for a processor change actually becomes much more significant, like Overwatch and Phasmophobia. You'll realize that the improvement is a bit bigger now. So right here at this graph, you can tell that there are two groups, like just nice about here in the middle. You can tell that some games don't benefit as much from changing a processor, and some other games that actually benefit a lot from a change in processor. So if you are playing the games that actually benefit a lot from a processor change, then it really makes sense for you to do an upgrade of your processor. Then what about changing your graphics card then? How would it affect your gaming experience for all these games that we have tested? We find out now. So as you can see from this graph right here, it's pretty straightforward. So just by upgrading your graphics card, you can see a general improvement in your average FPS across all the games in this chart that we tested out. But wait! NANI? How can a better graphics card give you lower FPS in a game like Valorant? And we realized that actually, if you look at this chart here, you will realize that when you are using a better graphics card like the 6700 XT, the utilization of the graphics card is actually quite low. And as compared to here, when you are using the GTX 1060, you actually see that it's almost maxing out. So there's this thing happening in Valorant, and it appears to be a software issue, something that in the Valorant forums, I think the administrators have acknowledged, and I think the team in Valorant is looking on it. Okay, and now as we move on to 1440p gaming, you will realize that having a better graphics card is going to work out much better for you in this higher resolution. As you can see from the graphs, right, across all games, having a 1060 gives you lower FPS, and you can see that just by upgrading your graphics card, it gives you a significant boost. Because at 1440p gaming, the bottleneck is not so much your processor anymore. The bottleneck is mainly at your graphics card. As with higher resolutions like even 4K, the main bottleneck will be your graphics card. So if you intend to game at 1440p or 4K, then it will definitely make more sense to upgrade your graphics card as compared to your processor. So knowing all this, should you upgrade? Well, the answer is yes and also no. Okay, so if you have been following the market right now, right, you will know that trying to get your hands on a good graphics card is quite impossible and really up to luck. It's almost like you're queuing up and buying front row tickets to a BTS concert. Almost impossible. Even if you somehow manage to get a card, you'll be probably paying a hefty premium just to get the card. So the real question for you right now is, are you okay with paying a hefty premium to get your hands on the latest graphics card right now? If the answer is a no-brainer yes for you, then yeah, your next upgrade should be upgrading to a better graphics card. But if you want an honest recommendation from me, right, I think one of the most sensible upgrades to go for right now is a processor plus motherboard upgrade. Because as you can see from the testing earlier, if you are someone who plays games like Valorant at 1080p in general, you still benefit quite a bit from processor and motherboard upgrade. Right now, the processor and motherboards are actually priced at normal market prices, so you won't be paying a premium just to upgrade these parts. The better strategy might be just to wait for the graphics card prices to stabilize, then maybe get your hands on the graphics card. Yeah, but it's gonna take a while. Alright, there you have it. My honest opinion and take on the situation right now and whether or not you should upgrade or not. Whether or not you should upgrade or not. English! Do you speak it? At the end of the day, right, whether or not you should go on with your upgrade depends on a lot of things, and one of the main things that you should consider is actually your use case. Because if you are going to be playing games like Valorant 1080p we mentioned before, those will benefit quite significantly from just a processor upgrade. But if you are looking at 1440p gaming, 4K gaming, then definitely you should go for a better graphics card. Additionally, if you are running a Ryzen 5000 series processor paired with a Radeon 6000 graphics card, you get access to this thing called the AMD Smart Access Memory. So essentially what it does, right, is that it allows the CPU to access all of your graphics card memory. Basically what happens is that you just get a general boost in FPS for a lot of your games. Yeah, so that's a handy benefit to have just by having a full AMD setup. But if you will be spending most of your time playing games like Genshin Impact, you can see that actually with your old PC specs, it's actually pretty much maxed out already. So Genshin Impact, Dota 2, League of Legends, these kind of games, it's all maxed out already. So if the bulk of your time is going to be spent playing these games, then there's no need for you to go and do an upgrade right now. Alright, that's it for this video. If you like the video, feel free to subscribe and leave a thumbs up. And also comment down below on what you think about the current situation and what you feel we should address and talk about in the future. Also, if you're looking for an upgrade or you want someone to help you build a new PC, you can feel free to reach us on Facebook, Instagram, or on our WhatsApp numbers. I'll leave the link to all these places down below. So that's it from me. Peace.